Hey, what's up everyone? It's Assad here with 52 cards. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you one of the simplest, easiest card forces out there. This is the Criss Cross Force. And although it's very easy to do in terms of the handling, in many contexts, it's actually the best force that can be used. So if you want to see a great application of this force in action, I'll link you to a performance video on the screen here and in the description box down below. And then, that's also going to help you learn it so you can get a sense of the timing and, kind of how it's applied properly. But here's the basic handling of the force. So for those of you who are brand new, forcing a card basically means influencing a spectator to choose a card that you want them to. So it looks like a fair choice, but really you're forcing them to pick the card that you want. So in the case of the Criss Cross Force, the card that you want to force is going to start off on top of the deck. So in this case, let's say we wanted to force the Jack of Spades. So you would place the deck on the table, and then you would turn to your spectator and ask them to cut the deck in the middle anywhere they want. Okay, so, and then to place that half beside the first half or beside the bottom half. So they're going to do exactly that. They're going to cut somewhere around the middle and place it right beside it. Okay, and that really is a fair cut. They could have cut anywhere they want. At this point, you want to take a little bit of attention off of the cards on the table. So now you could explain how a cut really is completely random. Casinos always force you to cut a deck before you start playing it, just to keep things fair. Say whatever you want, and depending on the trick that you're doing, you may want to say something that's relevant to the trick that you're doing, but that's up to you. After some seconds have passed, maybe 10 seconds or whatever, here's kind of the move, which is hardly really a move at all. You're going to pick up the bottom half of the deck, and you're going to turn it sideways and simply place it on top of the top half. Okay, and you say, look, let's just mark the spot that you cut. At this point, you can talk a little bit more. You explain what's going to happen in the trick, or you explain some of the conditions of the trick. Whatever you want to say, that's completely up to you, and that's just going to depend on the trick that you're using this with. But then after a little bit of more time has passed, all you're going to do is say, okay, let's take a look at the card that you cut to. You're simply going to lift up the top half, which was originally the bottom half, and you say, let's take a look at the card. You're really just showing them the top of the deck, but because of that built-in misdirection, because they took their eyes off of the halves while you're explaining things, they're not going to remember which half is which. They're just going to go along with whatever you say. So you say, okay, take a look at the card that you cut to. They look at it, and it is the card that you wanted them to pick. So that's the basic concept of the Criss Cross Force. The move itself, there really is no move. It's all about misdirection. It's about timing, and it's about controlling the attention of the spectator to look at the cards when you want them to, and then to kind of divert attention when necessary. So once again, make sure you check out that performance video. That's going to help you see this move in action so you can really see how effective it really is. But there's the basic tutorial for you. Hope that helps, and we'll see you in the next video.